Hey team, this is Thomas and Tyler, and welcome to Flatlands to Fresh Tracks, a Texan's guide to snow gear. Now, first off, please know that I am not a ski expert, and I'm not a gear engineer. I'm just a Texan who is committed to getting 30 to 50 days on the slopes each season. There is truly nothing I would rather do than ski. Now, this means I need to be really, really intentional about gear, travel, and making every trip count. Now, listen, I've made mistakes. I've bought things I didn't need, and therefore, I've learned what actually matters and what doesn't. So, if you're someone who loves to ski but doesn't live near the mountains, this is your place. We're going to talk gear and clothing, and we're going to talk strategy. And we're going to make sure that you're ready for the next time you chase those fresh tracks. So let's go. In this episode, we're going to talk about ski coats. Now, truly, nobody ever goes skiing without first thinking about what type of ski coat do I use for this snowboarding or skiing trip. Now, in my research, I found essentially four types of coats that you can use during a ski or a snowboarding adventure. And the first type is called a shell. And this is what we call a shell. This one is issued by a company called Stio, one of my favorite brands. And first thing you'll notice about a ski coat shell, it's very, very, very thin. There's really not much to it at all. It is going to be, however, waterproof or at least water resistance. It'll have a hood typically, but there's really no insulation at all. It's just nothing more than a synthetic layer that is going to protect you from the elements, whether it's rain, sleet, snow, or falling. It's just intended to keep you dry, and that's really about it. A good shell will have lots of pockets. Pockets are always important, something I look for. But most importantly, it's going to be waterproof or at a minimum, water repellent. Now, the other thing you want to look for on any type of ski coat is a little feature called the Recco transmitter, RECCO. Recco transmitter. What is that? That's going to be a transmitter that should you get lost or should you go backcountry skiing and get covered up by an avalanche, worst case scenario, it'll transmit a beacon that will allow other people to find you. So probably a remote possibility of that happening, and it does add a little bit of an extra cost component to your garment, whether it's a pant or a coat. But I do recommend that whether you buy a shell or a regular ski coat, that you do make sure it has that Recco transmitter, RECCO. So team, the first option is just a simple shell. And if you need further insulation, you just bundle up underneath it with layers, a mid layer and then what we'll call a full layer. And then you peel off layers if you get warm. This is going to be for your spring warm skiing. The next level up, is a synthetic insulated coat. This one is issued by a company called North Face. I've had this coat for over 13 years. It's been a great garment for me. It is synthetic. It's not down. It's pretty warm. It's good for, I'm going to say, high 30s to low 30s. If it gets down below in the high 20s, you're going to really need to put some layers underneath it to stay warm, which is never a bad idea anyway. But it has lots of pockets. That's always important. It's got the Recco transmitter in it, but it's got synthetic piling inside, which is going to keep you warm. And again, it's somewhat bulky. It is water resistant or even waterproof. And you can get this, if you buy a good coat like this, you can get it refurbished over the years and reinforce the water repellency of the garment. The next layer up is a fully goose down coat. This is issued by a company called Arc'teryx, a very high quality Canadian brand. This is going to be a garment that will take you all the way down into the teens, even single digits. It's got goose down in it, so it's super, super, super awkwardly warm. Doesn't have as many pockets. It does have vents in it, and a vent is going to be the ability to, if you get hot in there, you can unzip this and you can let air come into the garment and keep you somewhat air conditioned if you get super, super heated up inside there. But because it's got Goose down, it's really, really warm. So this is the type of coat you're going to wear if you're going to be skiing in an environment where it's going to be in the teens, maybe low 20s, single digits. This thing will keep you warm with maybe just one layer underneath it. Finally, you got the puffer coat. And puffers come in two varieties, either synthetic or goose down inside of it. They're very fashionable. They're very, very, very lightweight, and therefore they become very popular. So this is going to be for that type of skier that just wants to be more carefree, doesn't want to be burdened down by a heavy garment. They're typically not going to be water repellent or waterproof, so you don't want to wear these if there's going to be a lot of precipitation on your ski trip. So depending upon how cold it is, you can either get a goose down one or a synthetic, and obviously the price point will be different. Goose down is quite a bit more expensive than the synthetic coats. Well, team, that's what we have for coats. You can get just a simple shell, a synthetic insulated coat, a goose down coat, or the puffer if it's not going to be snowing or raining. Okay, there we go. Hope you found this helpful. Be sure and like and subscribe my YouTube channel, Thomas and Tyler, and we'll see you next time.